Hello? It's too much order, so I have to take it in. Yes, I'm very happy to be here. And, I don't retain all of your name, but I'd like to say thank you to the Architectural League and to the Cuba Institute for Sustainable Architecture for inviting me. It's a beautiful place, and I think a nice group, a lot of nice people here. Yeah, what should I say? Thank you for all of you for coming. I was born in Burkina Faso. I am a native of Burkina Faso. It's okay? I am a native of a country in which today, in the age of internet, iPhone, globalization, more than 80% of the population are neither able to read nor write. Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleague, dear student, in this place of the world, most of the people never heard the term of architecture or architect, but people are building. They're building their houses. Due to the lack of secure income, people don't have enough money to afford an architect or an engineer. So what they do is they build their house by themselves. Usually a mason who has trained himself to build can and help. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my world. In this world, people are happy. When you build a wall which is straight and able to stand the rainy season, I suppose I don't need to explain to you how great a privilege it is for me to be standing here today from Gando, my home village in Burkina Faso, to Berlin, in Germany, to become an architect and to have this great opportunity to speak to you. Is a big, big step. Education, higher education is still a dream for a lot of people in Burkina Faso. So I hope you don't expect from me a lecture about modern, very modern architecture, nice architecture. It will be asked too much. I will try instead to explain you, to show you with some pictures how, together with the people of my home country, we're trying to build houses, schools, which are able to stand many, many rainy seasons. And please, when you don't understand, just ask me. This is Burkina Faso, the capital city. This is what I do. You can read it here. Left, they call it informal, and right, they call it formal. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't see the difference. That is that due to crisis and due to economical reason, people are leaving their home country and they go to the capital city and try to find better job in order to lead better life. And they just can. They build a house, but the government said that it is illegal. The solution most of the time is to tear down all these houses and to try to put a line. Put a line on this structure and to have another city. But these people that don't care, they don't care for the government. They don't wait for somebody to give them a job. They just create their job by themselves. Like you can see, or here, selling phone car or making clothes. They don't wait for somebody to give them a job. They do it by themselves. The fact is, ladies and gentlemen, that we are looking to your culture through your information policy, through the power of your economy. Your culture is today the leading culture. And we are looking to you. We try to reproduce your way of life. We try to build houses like you do here. We build houses like this. And you need air conditioning to make it work. Ladies and gentlemen, for a country which belongs to the progress in the world, this is a wrong solution. Because when you are there, you still need days to carry your water, your drinking water. There is no drinking water. There is no electricity for everybody. I'd like to bring you in a village where every African is coming from. I am from a village. My village is Gando. In Gando, people live in housing like this. This is a big compound, a small one, a very small one. People live together. Generation and generation are still there, and they're living from agriculture. They make it right outside the buildings. Architecture look like this. You may say it's beautiful. Yes, it is. But believe me, there is no big plan inside this. People just stand up, they want to build a house, and the community is there, help them do it. And then come the time to put the plaster, to protect the houses against rain. What they do is to go to nature, outside the houses. I don't say in the forest, because we don't have a forest anymore. They just go and look for a big tree, and to use part of this tree as a plaster. But as you know, nature is not a factory. You cannot get enough from one tree. You cannot get one enough from one tree to protect the houses. That is why and how the houses are looking like you can see. And even bituminized material product is used to protect the house. But look at what happened after the rainy season. The color disappeared. At the same time, the compound has grown. I hope you saw it. Look at here. You see? Architecture in a rural zone is made to grow when there is a necessity and to shrink when there is a necessity. And you will be surprised when you see a house and you come 1 year later or 2 years later, you will see that the color has changed. Rain is destroying the houses. Clay building. Clay is the most buildings material in a rural zone. It has this limitation. Because in my tradition, we don't use big structure because of the lack of education. Water is destroying clay houses. I hope you can see it from the ground. The water coming is destroying the houses. Fire is destroying the roofs. Please, when it happened to you to come to Gando, don't say to my people that strong roofing are the best. Don't say that. Don't say that. I will not trust you. Because they know the reality. This is a school building, a typical school building in Burkina Faso, made by concrete stone. This is inside. You can't touch the ceiling like this to do it. And it's made by corrugated iron. I hope you can imagine the temperature inside when it is 30 degrees Celsius outside. It is better to make brain than to teach children. But believe me, I sat myself in a class like this with more than 150 other pupils, and I was lucky. That is why I'm here. And because of that, I didn't have a dream. It sounds like a big word. You know, when you're from a community and you travel, you go somewhere, maybe in New York, you have to work, and you sign money back there. It is a compensation because the community is together. The community works together. You have a son who is not home. It is, you are losing because it's not that you have the family. So I decide that in my case, to build something for the community, to enable our children to experience what I have experienced through education. That is it. But what you do when you are a student, you have a big heart for your community, and you don't have money, but you want to build a school. This is my first challenge. I went everywhere in Germany asking foundation for money, but there was no money. So one day we have decided to create an association in order to build a school, in order to raise money and to build a school. My friends has to make me important. First, they took some photos of myself and they let me look older. So people will trust I am old, I am important, I am serious. That didn't happen. At a certain point, somebody found out that my father was the chief of the village. Oh, this is a good point. We have to push his father on the front. But it doesn't help much. I keep fighting. And 3 years later, we had something like 50,000 euros. And I could start with the school. And that is the school. Made completely by clay, but plus 10% cement. And the roof structure is made by rebars. Everywhere in developing countries where bridges are being built, you got rebars. In my case, rebars were cheaper. Why? Because when you build with wood, you will hear the termite making pun because they will have food. So rebars was in this case cheap. I will show you very quick how we manage to do that. We have a hill, a little hill, like you can see. This hill belongs to the school. This is the first school. And look at it. We brought the material, like you can see, young women, younger, old people, and we use it to make basement. It helped to save money. There is no need for crane. We have, what we have the most in Africa is labor and enthusiasm. So we use it to build. And this is the building after 10 years. The buildings, this building came out without maintenance. That is true. You are invited to come and see it. No school building comes in Burkina Faso 2 years without repairs and maintenance. Most of the time I have to remake it. That is true. And the school is working. When I started to build the school, we had a plan to build for 120 pupils. But 3 years later, more than 300 pupils was asking for education opportunities. Inside the building looked like this. There is no corrugated iron on top. No. I have to make it better because I know that corrugated iron and ceiling is not working there. But a school in a village like Gando is not enough. You have a vegetable garden at school. You will say, what is this? What does this do with architecture? Of course. When your goal is to give education, is to try to help your community, you have to find a solution that the people can use later. Hunger is a problem in Africa. When I'm trying to teach this gentleman, I don't know you, but excuse me, when I'm trying to teach him, and when he's in Africa, he will look up to me and say to me, young man, I am a library. I have seen many sons alone. You cannot teach me something. Anyway, to teach all the people is not easy in a country where you don't have a library, where you don't have books. He is the library, her own knowledge. But I know that the transmission of knowledge, the verbal one, is the wrong way. It can change. So I decided to put the vegetable garden at school. You can start by the youngest. They will learn easy. When they become adult, they will learn new techniques and they will use it to survive. That is how I try to introduce something for the village in the school. But, ladies and gentlemen, how to explain drawings to people who are neither able to read nor write? How to make them understand plans, section, details? Look at what I'm doing. All the time I'm making very simple drawings. In a section, you will understand the complete building. That's what I have to do first. And then I have to make models, like you can see. And normally I am the first to jump on top like this, saying, look at, it's working, no pressure. And everybody is looking what you're not able to see. But you see, this guy, I have a problem with the pointer. You see this guy? You see him? What you cannot see, the entire village is sitting like you, looking to the result. No crash, good technology. Crash, try again. And you have to make models one by one to get people trust in before you trust me. That's what I'm doing. And this has become, in a village, a fashion. After we finish building something, everybody wants to come and talk and check it. But, ladies and gentlemen, engineering has limitation. So, but how to bring these people down? When you say there is a risk, it can collapse. Oh, no good technology. So I see myself with bam, 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 trying to look at how can I bring them down without saying that there is a risk that it break down. And this is also excellent. How to bring them away from it. When there is a risk, I will never use it, believe me. And so comes, this is the teacher housing. We build first the school, and we have to build teacher housing for the teachers because they're coming from the city, and the teacher is an educated person who cannot stay in the village because in the village there is no meat, there is no grain, there is nothing, and not even beer from water. So we have to create an attraction for them. So we build teacher housing. And by the way, certain time now, those houses was called the fridge in Gando, which is a great recognition because a fridge is something that nobody can afford in Burkina Faso. And it can be 40 degrees Celsius. So to call a house a fridge means this is the best house that people ever see. And this is what architecture can give to people and what people can give to you. I'm very quick to explain you. Tomorrow we will have a discussion and maybe I will go deeper, but I will show you what I have done with the people. So you build a teacher housing and you build in a place of the world where the dry season is very long and a short but strong rainy season. What you should do is using clay to give a big heart to the building and to give them a basement and to try to bring the water away from the building. And that I have to do it because most of the time I never had enough money to complete the project. That is how I do it. And after we can add a basin to collect the water to use it later. It's okay. You understand me? Okay. So inside is very simple. Outside maybe too much, but inside very simple. Simple that work in the section, not too much. And by the way, there is not enough money to do too much. So you have to keep it very, very simple. Unless you will spend all your life studying details. I will show you how, very simple, how we use primitive tools to do things that is complicated. And what again, the section. When you finish doing these drawings, the people understand, you will reproduce it. Very simple. It's about a vault, 9 meter. And Benjamin is this guy is Benjamin, and this guy is Baba. Benjamin is using the water level to keep the mortar out from the hollow places. And he's using the machete, I see it, I know what it is. And it's working. No need for sophisticated tools, and it works. And we can build things like that. And the users are very, very happy. This is the extension building. I was talking that we start to build for 120 pupils, and more than 300 was waiting to attend class. So that is the result. We was forced to build an extension. And even animals really love our building. But the fact you cannot see is there is a battle. People fight for the shadow places. And the animal is the loser in this case. Because I know that the students are sitting from the other side. The building is used, every part of the building, every corner, to play, to sit, to learn, and the quality of teaching is very high in my schools. I am careful because in my home country you cannot say that we are good. But the fact is that regarding the result, this belongs to the best schools in Burkina Faso, in a 14 million country. That is great. And the people are proud because it is developed. You can see it there. One again, ladies and gentlemen, without education, I would never be able to do that. And this is the matter. This is the difference between your culture and mine. School education, higher education is from the beginning part of yours, but we don't have it. That is why we are poor. That is why they call us poor, because we don't have technicians, we don't have engineers. That is why we're looking to you, and we try to reproduce your way of life. That is, I was lucky to be able to attend higher education. And in architecture, you can do a lot for your own community.